We're about to spend 36 hours in the Caribbean's smallest country. Good morning from the clown car. We rented this car and I can't help but crack up because look at Cole's knees. They're about to touch the steering wheel.
Before we go any further, let me catch you up on where we are. We just sailed into St. Kitts and Nevis, which is the smallest country in the Caribbean. To put into perspective how small this country is, it could fit into the state of Rhode Island 12 times. If you've been following along on our journey, you'll know we're headed south to Grenada for hurricane season, so we can't stay here long.
Sounds like a clown car. I cannot get over how absolutely stunning this drive is.
St. Kitts and Nevis is a twin island nation in the West Indies. It's the smallest country in the Caribbean, both by area and population. Christopher Columbus is credited with naming the island of St. Kitts after he arrived in 1493. The name Nevis comes from a Spanish translation that means Our Lady of the Snows. It's inspired by the white clouds that often encircle Nevis Peak, resembling snow-capped mountains.
That's something we actually noticed when we were sailing into the island, just the cloud cover that's here, and it seems to kind of just hover around in the morning and afternoon and all throughout the day, and it's just truly beautiful.
We're gonna go to a famous bakery here for some breakfast called the Armory. Starting off with the sweetness, we have the apple turnover, Danish roll, and then we go to our savory. We've got leek and parmesan, we've got a cheese roll, we've got a sausage roll, and we've got beef empanada.
All right, guys, well, you can call us two pigs in a clown car because I'm embarrassed to say we ate every last bite of what we ordered, and I gotta say the savory stuff, chef's kiss, it was my favorite. I'm eager to hear in the comment section, are you a sweet versus savory person for breakfast? Let me know. We are headed up the mountain here, and I am so excited to show you guys where we are going next. And guys, this is gonna be really cool.
We made it to Brimstone Hill Fortress, and I've got to tell you, this place is so cool. As you're driving up, of course, you can see the volcano in the background, but this is literally just a massive rock or mountain surrounded by farmland, or what used to be sugarcane farms, overlooking the ocean. Nicknamed the Gibraltar of the Caribbean due to its strategic location, Brimstone Hill Fortress was a key player for the British in the 17th century. The fort was abandoned by the British in the 1850s. There's an ongoing preservation effort to preserve the fort for the future generations as a reminder to the island's colonial history, strategic military importance, and the architectural ingenuity of its time.
And I can only imagine that they were able to get the artillery here, they were able to really get out there a long ways and scare off anyone looking to come to the island before they even got close.
It's absolutely mind-blowing to me how we can stand up here at the top of this fort and just see for miles, for all these degrees. I mean, this is a huge viewpoint, but one thing we noticed is when we were driving up here, this fort really blends in with the mountains that are behind it. So I can only imagine that this really played to the British's advantage to be able to be in this fort right here so close to the water. But when you're out there, you can't see it. Just like when we were driving up here, we really couldn't see it. We knew it was there, but if you're not looking for it and don't know it's there, you wouldn't see it. I just always wonder what life must have truly been like in the 1700s, and I often find myself thinking, I wish I could jump in a time machine for like 20 minutes and like be a fly on the wall and see exactly what it was like then. These may be the coolest steps I've ever seen. This is wild. Oh my goodness. Wow. We've made it to the northeastern part of the island. This is known as Black Rock. Years and years of the Atlantic Ocean just wearing and tearing on these rocks have eroded them away into some pretty cool shapes.
The Black Rocks were formed many years ago when Mount Liamugwa erupted. This is where the lava runoff came, and it created these rock formations that have been here ever since.
I gotta say, the more and more that we travel, the more I'm just so awe-inspired and impressed by nature. Nature is so cool.
Along our travels, we've learned the best way to meet the locals is to go where the locals go. So that's led us to the Bastille Public Market.
What's up, guys?
The island is known for its fertile volcanic soil and produces a wide variety of fruits and vegetables, including one of our new favorite fruits.
One of the things I absolutely love is passion fruit juice. When you find really good passion fruit, it's amazing. This is passion fruit? Yeah. Does this grow on your trees?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Hi.
All right. Man, this smells good.
Thank you, sir. How are you?
Wow, I'm doing good. I don't know if I'm doing as good as you, though. What is this?
Oh, that sauce is made from mango juice.
Mango juice.
Yes, sir.
Man, that is award-winning sauce right there. If I had an award, I would give it to you right now.
Yes, buddy.
All right, Lucci, I'm gonna try it. What is this, chicken?
No, that's pork chop.
Pork chop.
And it's done with the best sauce you can have.
Oh,
Mango sauce.
that's delicious.
So where in Florida you from, ma'am?
Sarasota.
Oh, I lived in Fort Lauderdale before 31st in Broward. Yeah. But this is what I do now, so.
All right, I think we've had a successful day at the market. We've got some passion fruit to make some passion fruit juice later.
Oh, look, he's here. I'm like freaking out on the inside. This is so cool. These vervet monkeys were brought to the island back in the 17th century by early European settlers and African slaves. They've since acclimated and repopulated. I can't even imagine how many of them must be living in the mountains today. Here at Shipwrecks, they like to hang out and they don't have a care in the world about us. We've just been filming them.
These are not just a restaurant attraction pet. Yes, people come to the restaurant to see them, but these are wild monkeys that live up on top of this mountain here. They come down because the restaurant puts out some of the leftovers that they've used in the restaurant. They just put them on this little box here, and so the monkeys come down and the mongooses come down and feed off of it.
We just got back home. Cole is making some potatoes to go with our ribs and chicken. And we have one big adventure planned for tomorrow. So we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight and we will see you guys in the morning.
Got a good thing coming, and it's all I need. Everything I wanted is in front of me. It's looking up and down, sun is shining over me. I got a good thing coming.
Guys, we saved the best adventure for last. We are going scuba diving and I am so excited. Cole and I have not been scuba diving, honestly, since before we got engaged.
Are you nervous?
And that has been a minute. That's what I was about to say. I'm a little nervous. I've gotten so used to just diving with my own breath, so I'm stoked. We've got a great crew today. We've got Tyree, we've got Vijay with Kenneth Dive Shop, and then we've got a couple other guys, Eric and Jason with us. They're regulars on the weekend, so it's gonna be an epic adventure, guys. It's amazing to see how the wildlife is thriving here. After descending 50 feet, we slowly make our way over to the River Tall wreck. Originally a cargo ship, the River Tall sank in Bastyr Harbor back in the 80s. It was then towed out to sea to become an artificial reef. It's always amazing to me how a disaster can become a beautiful underwater playground, just waiting to be explored. We just got out of the water after our second dive, and that second one, that was my favorite. Whoa.
Whoa, you got some air in you, huh?
Excuse me.
We were down there for 53 minutes and still came up with over 1,000 PSI in both of our tanks. It was so much fun.
Are you done talking?
Awkward turtle. That wraps up our 36 hours here in St. Kitts, and let me tell you, we had an absolute amazing time, and I was too excited to make this passion fruit juice, I completely forgot to film it. So, it is amazing. I made it exactly how we were told in the market. That said, we are heading south, so make sure to join us next week.